Yo guys, what's up, it's Crips and welcome to another quick Destiny 2 fashion video. So today I'm actually showing you a bunch of nice shaders to use on the Legatus Hunter set. So this is the set right here, and don't worry, when I'm showing off these shaders I'll also put a preview of the Precursor set, which is the non-ornament version, right next to it. Now if you don't know how to get this set, this is actually from the Season of the Chosen pass. Its ornaments you get towards the end of the pass, and when this season ends the pass will go and this armor will no longer be obtainable. Now I'm going to be showing off 25 shaders today, and if you all want I'll make a video for the Warlock and Titan sets as well. Now obviously I won't be able to cover every single shader in the game, so please comment down below your own personal favourite shaders to use on this set. So the first shade I want to show is Verdigris. Now this can drop from Eververse engrams and can sometimes be sold in the Brighter store. I just think this is a really interesting blue. It looks quite nice on this, and I don't see a lot of people use this shader at all, so that's why I thought to feature it, so more people would know about it. The next shader is Iridescent Coral. I actually quite like this with the full grey and then these like light rainbowish reflections going across the armour on specifically the metal parts, but I still think this looks really nice and can work well in some sets. And this is another shade that could drop from Eververse engrams and can sometimes be sold in the Brighter store. Now the next shade and one of my personal favourites is Armatura. Now if you don't know, this is from the Season of the Chosen pass for reaching rank 9. And I think this looks nice overall. Light blue colours. This actually looks much better on plating as it creates this like nice blue and gold. So for me the helmet is like the best part of it. But if you do like this light blue, then I would definitely go with this shader. Pyretic Clash is the next shade I want to show, and if you don't know how to get this, this is for reaching rank 10 in Valor. If you don't know what rank 10 is, that is hitting Fabled, which is 700 points in the Valor playlist. The next shade is Iron Battalion from the Year 1 Iron Banner. I actually do like the mixture of like a dark green with slightly lighter and a gold. I think this is a nice mixture throughout the whole set, and I don't think it looks that bad at all. Now the next one is Precursor Vex Chrome, which if you don't know drops from bright engrams and can sometimes be sold in the Brighter store. This is one of the nicest shaders on this set, and it's one of the most common among fashion sets, so I thought to show it as well. And the next one is Calus Selected, which is very similar to that of the Precursor Vex Chrome. Now this came from the Leviathan on normal difficulty, and if you don't know, this raid has been removed, so this shader is no longer acquirable. But one main difference between this and Precursor is that it adds this purple on the cloth at the top of the head here. The next shader is Iron Mossbone, which is also from the Iron Banner during Season of Undying. Again, a bit similar to where it shaders with the Precursor, but it's a lot darker colours here, and the gold is darker too and it doesn't shine as much, but I still think it looks really nice with this set. The next one is Abyssinian Gold, which is great for darker sets. And if you don't know, this was introduced this season into the Brighter store and should return sometime next season. Now the next one is Streaming Spectrum, which if you don't know comes from the Last Wish raid. This is still obtainable. You just want to play the Last Wish raid and check your drops, as some of them may drop with the shader already applied, and if so, when dismantling in the gear you will receive the shader. The next one I quite like on the helmet and legs is Dawning Festiveness. And this gives off a nice blue, and this came from the Dawning event, which if you knew is the Christmas event for the game, so this will take you quite a while to be able to get again, as you will have to wait for the Christmas event, and this is sold in the Brighter store. Scuddergall is another nice dark shader, although adds a little bit more colour than Abyssinian Gold, as you can see. Now this shader is sold in the Brighter store during the Festival of the Lost, which if you don't know is the Halloween event for the game. Now the next one I wanted to show is Monochromatic, as it is a very popular shader and is actually being sold this week in the Brighter store. So if you do want to, go ahead and pick this up. It offers a nice white and black, and as you could see offers a bit of a carbon fibre texture, and it doesn't look too bad. Amethyst Veil is another shade I wanted to show, mainly because of its popularity, and as you can see I don't think it works as well on this armour as say other armour. It pretty much goes like a silverish to a white, and then with a black all around, blue cloth on the top of the cloak here, and this can drop from bright engrams and can sometimes be sold in the Brighter store. The next shader and one of my personal favourite black and reds is New Age Black Armory. Now if you didn't know, this came from Forges, which are no longer in the game, so sadly this shader is no longer obtainable. but if you do have this, I do recommend using it if you're going to make a black and red set. Now another shade I want to show off due to popularity is Metro Shift, and this is sometimes quite similar to Amethyst, but in this set I actually think it looks better. So it does have the black and silver like Amethyst, but on the arms, helmet and boots is where I really think the shader shines on the set. You can easily make this for an all like black and silver set, just replace the chest plate in the cloak, and I think you can make a really good set out of this. Now Resilient Laurel is one of my favourite like blue shaders for this, and this comes from the Dawning event, which is the Christmas event, and is sold in the Brightest store during the event. I think this overall just gives off some really nice colours, nice blue, so if you do like light blues then you'll definitely want to get this. The next shade is Arctic Pearl, which offers a nice white and purple, and this is also from Bright Engrams and can sometimes be sold in the Brightest store. But yeah, it's pretty much just a really nice purple shader, and it doesn't shade it too bad on all the armour. Golden Trace, another one which drops from Bright Engrams and can sometimes be sold in the Brightest store. This offers a black and gold with a bit of carbon fibre on the pouches here. Overall it's a really clean shader, so if you are looking for a black and gold, I would 100% recommend this. Carbon Blood is another one of the most popular shaders now, and this was introduced last season but can be seen in the Brightest store, so just keep an eye out. It may return next season due to its popularity, and it is easily one of the best red shaders in the game. The next one is Warbrick, which offers a nice white and black, and this comes from the Bright Engrams and can sometimes be sold in the Brightest store. It's overall a nice alternative to monochromatic, and adds a slight tint to some metal here, as well as add a red cloth piece on the cloak. The next one is Cryptic Insignia, which if you don't know is a reward from opening both of the secret chests in the Deepstone Crypt raid. Now this shade is almost the exact same as Cryptic Legacy, which is for going flawless, so if you have either one I would recommend using them, but this offers a nice black with a nice blue with some nice pearlescence of pink in there as well, and I think overall is a really nice shader. Now the next one is War Weary. Now I'd recommend using this on the chest and the arms to achieve an almost all white. Now this shader comes from completing the Salvage's Salvo Vanguard quest. Now when you complete that quest you will receive this shader as well as the ornament. The next shader, which is no longer in the game, is Gold Leaf, and this came from the Menagerie and that got removed this year of the game. It offers a nice light grey and gold. I think this looks quite nice on the boots and arms specifically, and then as you can see the cloth piece on the cloak goes a bit green, which is like the only reason why I don't like the cloak, but the rest of it does look really nice. And then moving on to the very final shader, it is Crimson Valor. This offers just a really unique bright red, and I'd mainly only use this on the helmet and possibly the boots, but yeah, I think it's a really nice shader overall. One of my personal favourites which I feature quite often, and this was from the Crimson Days event, which if you don't know is the Valentine's event for the game, and it just offers a very unique red. So yeah, that's pretty much all the shaders that I want to show off for this set. Now obviously I wouldn't have been able to cover all the shaders in the game, so please comment down below any shaders that you all think looks really good with this set. Not a lot of like the most unique shaders like Begazin look really good on this, mainly because of the different textures it uses and how it shaders. So yeah guys, I really do hope this helped you out. Thank you all so much for the incredible support lately, and if you do want me to make this video for Warlock and Titan, then please either comment down below or leave a like. It gives me a good idea as to what you all want to see. But yeah guys, thank you all again for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next video.